Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Oriel Morrison-Higgins and I'm joined today by Dr. Mark Cooksey, MD and CEO of ABx Group. Mark, it's great to see you again. How are you doing?
I'm great, thanks Oriel. Great to be with you again.
Good. Now you've got some news to share. You're accelerating your pilot plant construction at ALCORE. Tell us how you're going. Where are you at?
Yeah, so it's a pretty big program of work here. We're developing a process, it's a world first, and so we're building a pilot plant in Bell Bay, Tasmania. So this is in the existing building that we've leased from Rio Tinto next to the Bell Bay smelter. And what we've just announced today is that the building permit's approved, so that allows us to do the civil works within the building. You know, it's not a huge amount of work, but it's work to do to get ready to receive the pilot plant.
So exciting times. Now what you're going to be doing is ALCORE is going to be producing hydrogen fluoride from a byproduct from aluminium smelting. Can you explain for investors why this is so unique?
Yes, the reason it's important is that fluorine chemicals are used really widely, a lot more widely than you might think. For example, to make the new lithium-ion batteries and to make semiconductors, and then the more familiar examples like refrigerants and polymers. And to make all of those, you need to make hydrogen fluoride first, and to make that, you normally mine fluorspar. And Australia doesn't mine fluorspar or produce hydrogen fluoride. And what we're developing is a world-first process to use a byproduct from aluminium smelting instead of fluorspar. So this allows us to make the same essential hydrogen fluoride product, but from a byproduct, which is good environmentally, but also also financially. So it's really unique.
So is this why the location of your plant is so important? Because of course you are right next door to Rio Tinto's Bell Bay smelter in Tasmania.
Well, Bell Bay is a really good location. It's actually one of Australia's first heavy industry locations. It's got the smelter, as you mentioned. It's got other major industry. It's got a good port. It's got available land. So they're all the real reasons for that location. And being next to Rio Tinto and working with them is good from a collaborative point of view. We've worked quite closely with them for several years on this project, exchanging technical and commercial information. And then it turned out this building was just perfect for a pilot plant. Would have been a significant cost if we had to build that building ourselves.
Now, you were talking about the uses a little bit earlier on, Mark, and obviously lithium-ion batteries is huge. We don't have, in Australia, we don't have any domestic production of that currently. Now, I'm sure you've done a lot of work on this, but just how big is that opportunity for you?
It's huge. And so this hydrogen fluoride market is a really good one for us to be targeting because there's already major existing applications such as aluminium fluoride, which is an essential chemical to run aluminium smelters. So we're not totally relying on it having to create a new market for this technology. But then the growth is coming from the lithium-ion batteries. So although that only represents, I guess, less than 10% of the fluorine market today, forecasts are that it'll be a third of the market, in 5 or 10 years. And fluorine's used in multiple, you hear all these fancy chemicals used in different parts of batteries. A lot of them involve fluorine, maybe only to a small level, but there's a lot of batteries, and there's going to be a lot more batteries. So the world is actually really concerned that how we're going to be able to make these lithium-ion battery chemicals that need fluorine, and that's why fluorine is on every critical minerals list, basically, of every country. It's for that reason.
Absolutely. So let me ask you then, Mark, where are we in terms of milestones, and where do we go from here? Because you're moving forward at pace.
Yeah, and we're juggling a lot of balls. So we're having to get the building ready. We're getting the pilot plant equipment itself, the reactors manufactured. We're getting the environmental approval. We're having to upgrade the power to the building. Although it is a well-powered building, we actually found out we needed more. And we're having to ensure safe operation. I mean, that's a critical thing in any engineering process, but there are some hazards associated with hydrogen fluoride. So we're really making sure that this will be safe. So we're pulling all those together in parallel. Equipment is already arriving. The rest of it, hopefully all or almost all by the end of the year, and then commissioning in sort of the end of just into quarter 2, 2027. So we're juggling a lot of balls. That's why we've added 2 engineers to the team a couple of months ago, because there's a lot of work to do, but it's going really well.
Amazing. Excellent. Well, we look forward to talking to you again very soon, Mark, for our next update. You have a wonderful day.
Great. Thanks, Ariel.